creators of Relevant Magazine. This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's the week of Friday, September 16th, 2016, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and this week's show is brought to you by a new sponsor, Wealthfront. Wealthfront is a transparent and affordable financial advisor that can help you invest your hard-earned dollars and reach your financial goals. Wealthfront has combined world-class financial experts and Silicon Valley's best technology talent to build a modern financial services company that allows you to access your account anytime online or through your phone. Now, here's the deal. So we're in this weird spot, a lot of our audience, where, you know, you don't have a lot in savings, but now we're kind of going, we need to figure that out one day, right? What do? You call
the Monopoly guy.
Well, I've heard the horror stories about, like, guys who don't know what they're doing and they charge a ton of fees and just all this. Okay, so here you go. Wealthfront charges no trading commissions and is free for accounts under $10,000. For accounts larger than $10,000, Wealthfront's fee is only 0.25 of 1% of the account size per year. If you go to wealthfront.com/relevant, you'll actually get $15,000 managed for free. So
we just gave you $5,000
of free.
I don't really understand how it all works, but I think that's right.
It's crazy. This is great. So we were on the call with them, like learning about it, and I'm like, this is amazing. I'm signing up tonight. And the guy goes, actually, you can't because we're sponsoring the podcast and there's rules.
What if you've already made millions off of wealthfront.com/relevant and you're on the podcast?
I don't know. Ethical quandary.
I'll have to check in about that.
But it's all free and all that stuff. It's amazing. It's an amazing deal.
Yeah. People actually always think like, I'll do this at some point.
Right.
If I need, I got to have like thousands and thousands. Like, you should actually just maybe start the process.
Yeah.
Now, Joy, another good thing about Wealthfront is they will accept old cans that used to be buried in your backyard. So
that is good. I will start digging today.
You can bring in all your stuff just with your crazy lady tin cans.
Yeah. No, I remember when I was in college and in my speech class, like we had to give persuasive speeches, and one of the girls in my class like talked about if at age 18, if we started just putting away like $20 or $25 a month, like what that would be long term for us. And so I think that if people just have a small amount, like they think it's nothing, but it really will.
Joy,
add up
let me
over
ask
time.
you this: how persuasive was she? Did you start putting it away?
I did. Yeah.
She has literally $25.
I'm actually a millionaire right now. It's what you guys talk about. I'm 60 years old.
I asked Wealthfront, I was like, how is this different than something like E-Trade or something, right? Where you're just kind of like off on your own and charge per trade.
Yeah.
This is actually like financial management. We're like an advisor helping you kind of craft your goals and destinations. So you're not off on your own.
Would it prevent a scenario, this is completely hypothetical, that you mistakenly invested every time you had in a bunch of goggles? Would it have prevented that?
I call back to last week's show.
Yeah.
I'm reminded of that 30 Rock where Alec Baldwin, Jack Donaghy, Liz Lemon had found some success with like her book and stuff, you remember?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to help you invest it. And he's like, well, what's your portfolio? And she's like, I don't know. I got like 10,000 in checking. And like, and the look on his face is basically some of the questions I was asking the Wealthfront guy. I'm sure he had the same look on his face.
You're like, what exactly is money?
There you go.
Now, when you say portfolio, do you mean when I bought the whole roll of scratchers from 7-Eleven? Because my portfolio is quite well.
Wealthfront.com/relevant, and you'll get $15,000 managed for free. Go check it out.
If you make a ton of money, buy me a jet ski. Am I allowed to say that? I think that's an FDIC violation. But if you end up making millions off this, I've always wanted a jet ski.
All right. Like I said, I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and here with me in Orlando studios, welcome back, Eddie Big Cat Koffelt.
Thank goodness. It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Over there on the ones and twos, our producer, Chandler Strang, my brother.
Hello.
On the Skype line from Loverland, Virginia, Jesse Carey.
Hello.
And
coming in hot today. Hello.
And all the way from Portland, Oregon, Joy Eggrich Reed.
Hello. You don't get to say that, Joy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Eddie, we missed
Present.
you. We missed you profusely last week.
I kind of missed you all. I was having a really nice vacation, but when I thought about you, I missed you. I heard I missed a real doozy of a show. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet.
Goggle talk. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
I got to invest in some of those
Tell
goggles.
us where you were. Because he is as red as a lobster right now.
Oh, clever. I was in Maine. Bree and I went on vacation. And to be clear, vacation means no kids. Those children stayed with the grandparents. We went up to Maine and hiked in Acadia National.
You went to Bahaba.
Bahava. And have a lobster roll. Yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
Eddie, can I ask you a quick question, man?
Yeah.
What made you choose Maine?
It's not hot.
Yeah. I don't really know, other than sort of we looked at a map and we like alternate years. So like last year we went overseas. This year we knew we were going to go in the US, and we were just sort of looking around and we thought, I bet Maine is lovely, and we like to go to all the national parks. And so Maine it was.
Just start in the corner, work your way around.
Yeah, lobster was good. We totally broke veganism for that and ate lobster almost all the time. It was amazing. It was like
Wait, dumb question, but what national park is in Maine?
It's Acadia National Park. It's like very, very
It was
beautiful.
very inspiring to GMC. GMC, they named their midsize SUV the Acadia.
I wanted to roll with that with you. I'm sorry. I did not know the GMC line as
I
well.
looked at
sign
it
of
once
honor.
when I got my Ford Explorer.
Oh, that's nice to know.
and I heard GNC, so I was thinking pills. So
I was
like,
thinking,
what?
yeah, that's what I heard too. Is like the General Nutrition.
Yeah.
Well,
General
we'll go with
Motor
it.
Company.
Anyhow, it was nice. We got away, got a vacation. It was very quiet. Stayed at bed and
What?
breakfast. They didn't have cell phone signal most of the places we were at, so it was like really, for real deal, disconnected. It was
Okay,
great.
I've only stayed at one bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
That to me is almost like crashing with a friend.
Okay,
I can't stand the dynamic.
But when you say crashing with a friend, you mean a friend who's also a complete stranger you've never spoken
That's
to.
what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm staying at some old lady's house and I'm uncomfortable the entire time.
Well, it really.
Do you know why, Cameron? Do you know why it feels like that? Because that's exactly what's happening.
I will tell you, I am also not a huge bed and breakfast fan because of for that reason. Like you come
You like
in
small ones. You don't like huge.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't. Well, I just don't like. I'd rather just go into a hotel.
Yeah.
Digital key.
Yeah.
You taught me about that. I love that. The
Yeah.
digital key unlock. I don't want to interact with a single human being on vacation.
Absolutely.
Other than
So did you skip the breakfast portion, Eddie?
no, because it was so good. They're
It was full of lobster.
Yeah, lobster
But
eggs.
you said it. Did you sit at a table with complete strangers and mingle?
This is the good thing is because it's such a bed and breakfast culture, and you really don't have an option in like around the Bahaba area to like stay in big hotels. Everybody's there just at their own table, so it was basically just like a little quiet hotel with really good breakfast. It was great.
I only stayed at one time, and I was like, I wanted to sleep in, so I was a little late to breakfast, and
yeah.
I felt like I was late to like a big family meeting, and everyone there was kind of judging me a little.
Oh
All
yeah,
the heads turned.
we went to one time, and the lady wanted to like sit down and have a chat when we got there.
Oh, no.
And like this is a definite.
But that's common. That's the etiquette, though.
No, I know. I hate that. I use that word sparingly, but I very strongly.
I want to go to another one because I feel like there's few opportunities in life where you can just, for a short period of time, become a weird character if you want. Like I could be some guy from England, from London, you know,
yeah.
and just regale them with stories that didn't happen. They're never going to go. They just thought it was the delightful British guy that stayed at their establishment.
It's like I've had that thought, we mentioned on the show, I've had that thought, like I had that thought on the first day of college where I'm like, nobody knows me in my old life.
Yeah, but that's a 4-year commitment.
That's what I'm saying.
talking about
Right.
commitment.
Right. And yours is brilliant because you only got to write it for 2 days.
Cameron, yours is borderline lifetime.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I really want to just start a place. I think you'd make like millions that I would then invest because I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Wealthfront.com/relevant.
Bingo. Nailed it.
Hey, Eddie, how tempted were you just to kind of take the opportunity to mess with people? Like, bet both nights. Like, how many nights were you there, real quick?
We were there. We stayed in a couple different ones, but we were there like 5 nights.
Okay, let's say you're at the same one for 5 nights.
Yeah.
You set your alarm for like a really random time, like 3:47 a.m. Okay.
Which I did one night.
Every night at that time, you let out a blood-curdling scream. At the exact same time.
And then every morning at breakfast, it's like, God, did you hear that?
You guys hear that?
I think it was at 3:47 again. That's so
You're
weird.
basically saying that Eddie should have haunted the bed and breakfast,
Right.
and then acted like he didn't know that Like he should have messed with things throughout the night.
Yeah. I did like that.
Just rattling people's doors.
What I could have done at the last bed and breakfast was change anything because the couple was so meticulous. Like, as they're giving you the tour, which is my least favorite part.
What are they touring?
Right, exactly. They're like, here's where the coffee is. And I'm like, okay, we know it says coffee.
There's a coffee pot.
Here's where the old proprietor died in 1800.
But like somebody had disorganized the tea a little bit and he just stopped and freaked out and reorganized all the tea. I'm like, oh boy, this guy would be easy to mess with.
You know what would have been hilarious, Eddie?
What?
If you would have gone in the middle of the night, made a gigantic breakfast, set the table, then ate it at every spot. So when they wake up, they're like, someone already came in here, like a whole group came in here and already had breakfast before our breakfast.
That's just, there's leftover frittata everywhere. How is this possible?
Where are the croissants?
But it was a lovely time. I missed you guys. It's good to be home. I'm lying. I'd rather be on vacation still. But I like you guys. If I have to be somewhere,
It's
I'll
beautiful.
be here.
There's whales and cliffs and fog.
Yeah. Actually, I really wish I wasn't here now that you describe it that clearly. But you got to be somewhere.
And there's lobsters and it's brisk and it's beautiful. I love Bar Harbor.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love Maine. Maine is awesome.
Yeah. Well, we have a great show in store for you. Coming up later, Lauren Daigle is in the studio and performs some amazing songs.
I wonder if she's been
us.
to Maine.
I'm sure she's a touring musician. She's probably hit all the 50 states.
We should ask her.
Yeah.
I wonder how many bed and breakfasts she's haunted in her career. She could just sing like a really creepy ghost song in the night.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be delightful because she's very good. But
it'd be
also
a beautiful ghost song.
I'll say this about Lauren. Last week we had a ton of artists come through, and we'll be rolling out those performances in the coming months. We've been doing this a while, 10, 11 years. We've been having artists come through, and we've had some memorable performances. Lauren, what we experienced, what you're about to on today's show, is right near the top of the list. It was just amazing. Her voice in this little studio, her voice is crazy good.
Yeah, that's how you can tell a real pro, when they can just be anywhere and it's just like, you're filling this space.
It's just a guy on a little acoustic guitar and then her voice, and it's just
doesn't need anything more than that.
Yeah,
you could be in a tiny studio with a guy with an acoustic guitar, or you could be just hypothetically hiding behind the couch in the lobby of an old bed and breakfast in the middle of the night singing a ghost song, and in both,
right.
You're just perfect.
Hauntingly beautiful.
Yes.
Did anyone hear that? It sounded like it was coming from the lobby last night.
I feel like sometimes someone like that, who's like a Christian artist or whatever, really tries to have a certain persona on Instagram. And I went on to her, and she does these little videos, and she's hilarious. She doesn't care.
Yeah, she's fun. Jesse and I got to hang out with her at the. When we were up in Chicago for Lollapalooza, we went had that Jesus night, the Hillsong tour.
Yeah,
she was opening for them, so she was
cool.
We were to hang out with her that night. It was cool.
That's awesome.
She's good,
very cool.
Just good
person.
people. Yeah,
like her.
Also coming up later on the show, we talk to Daily Show senior correspondent Hasan Minhaj.
Yeah,
he's coming up later. It's pronounced like Nicki Minaj. That was the phonetic note on my write up here. Somebody literally wrote.
You're welcome for that.
Pronounce it like Nicki Minaj.
Pronounced like Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, you're like, I know who she is.
He actually has on his website, not related to Nicki Minaj.
That's really funny.
Yeah, so that's quite a show.
We got a lot
basically
happening.
we need to quickly get to the good stuff.
Hey, can we have a weekly segment where Eddie talks about Maine called The Main Thing?
The main thing.
Now it's time for The Main Thing.
Yeah, on next week's show, I'm going to talk about the different kind of rolls that they use for lobster rolls and really compare and contrast my favorites. So,
Okay, which one? I need a preview of next week's episode.
Well, there's basically two, we'll just do it now. We'll give it a little teaser. There's two different schools of thought when making a lobster roll. There's kind of a split open piece of garlic Texas toast, if you will. And then there's sort of a bun, sort of a sticky bun.
Yeah, it's like almost like a sourdough bun, or they split it down the middle.
That's right.
And stuff it.
We'll have to wait till next week's show to see which one I like better. But I'll tell you, I did like them both.
It's The Main Thing with Eddie Koppel.
Yeah, you'll find out next week on the main thing.
Just use that as the bumper music, if you will.
Eddie, I think we just stumbled upon a spinoff podcast.
Finally, just a little extra. Every week, I'll just do 2 or 3 hours on different things in Maine, things about the
Because
hike.
you visited there once.
Yeah, but I got a lot to talk about.
And when you run out of stuff, you just talk about things you maybe would have done in Maine.
Yeah, just interesting points that I hadn't been to.
You know what? I think you need to. I think it needs a little pizzazz because I'm rethinking the main thing. I think it needs to be the main thing with an A.
Yeah, like I'll take some time and just go on Google Maps and just discuss a store at a time that I see on Google Maps. Like, oh, it's an interesting place to sell dog toys. Fun.
Eddie and I could come on as a special guest because I went 2 falls ago. I was there the same weekend you were there.
Me
We
too.
were the last. Yeah, that's right. Chandler was
And we were
with
both
us.
we were there with your mom.
We were there the week.
That was weird.
The last week before they shut down for the season,
That's
which
right.
I thought was interesting because our waiters and stuff were all moving to Florida for
they
the
were
winter
all-
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, so Eddie, was it already considered like fall when you were there? Like, were the leaves turning?
no, it's more. No, the leaves were not turning, but summer's over. So Labor Day is sort of their big finale. But then the week or two after Labor Day is actually a great time to go because everything's still open, but there aren't a million tourists. It
And
was awesome.
Every gift shop, 70% off sales.
Anything you want. You want?
You have so many Maine t-shirts, Cameron.
Yeah, you want a lobster bib, hun? Go ahead. Go ahead. 20% off.
Cohen was walking around like, bye, hi, bye. He was like 4, and he was like, everybody thought it was the cutest thing.
Yeah,
So he was milking it.
and it was.
They're star for entertainment up there in Bar Harbor. So a 4-year-old saying,
Bah, was killing it.
Yeah, the biggest celebrity in town right now is an actual lobster. So
Yeah.
it's a slightly oversized lobster.
everybody comes and
This
sees it.
guy was born with one weird claw, so he's kind of our mascot.
It's like in Florida, you can go to like putt golfing and you can see live alligators because they have them in a pen. You can like
Yeah.
feed them and stuff.
Oh, man.
they do that with the lobsters up there.
Yeah, if you're in the Bar Harbor area, you should really go to. Well, shall we save this for the main thing or just another preview?
What main thing?
Main thing. Another, on the next edition of Main Thing, I'm going to talk about Sea Rays, a great
Season
place.
2 of Main Thing.
I'm going to talk about a great place to go get a lobster dinner for 2. It was delish, but it was a little weird.
On a tragic episode of The Main Thing, the town's biggest celebrity is accidentally boiled alive.
But that was the weird thing is the lady who took our order, it was like a little like hole in the wall place. She pulled out 2 lobsters from a live tank. And she's like, do these look good? And I'm like,
Yeah, of course.
I know, but
That's
I'm
the
like,
whole thing with Red Lobster. You can walk. Back in the day, you could walk in and point out, Bob, I want to eat Bob tonight.
well, I've never done that at Red Lobster, 1. And 2, how do you know what things look good? I'm like, yeah, it looks like a lobster that's alive.
Red and pinchy. There you go.
And it's not. They turn red. The main thing.
The main thing. All right, well, moving the show along. It's time to look back at what happened this week in culture and entertainment. It's time for
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it, George Clooney's organization uncovered some disturbing new information about the war crimes being committed in South Sudan. You missed a lot while you're gone.
Yeah, I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
This is a crazy story.
Yeah.
Like legitimately insane.
And then, what? Not legitimately insane, figuratively insane.
Yeah, insane would be if George Clooney had uncovered alien information.
So, an initiative co-founded by the actor and activist, it's called The Century. It's found that government leaders in South Sudan are making huge personal fortunes during the country's brutal civil war. The same leaders are responsible for horrific human rights violations, war crimes, and atrocities. The Century, George Clooney's The Century, spent 2 years investigating government ties to the long-running conflict. So in a Washington Post op-ed, Clooney and his partner John Prendergast, pronounced Minhaj, it's written right here, said that the main antagonist of the war, President Salva Kiir Mayardit and deposed Vice President Raik, are mostly ignoring a peace deal and are obstructing UN relief workers and humanitarian aid efforts from reaching people to buy time to, quote, to continue to use extreme violence to loot the state treasury and the country's natural resources. And we have the evidence. He said that the leaders are, quote, content with draining the country's resources in order to purchase deadly weapons from arms dealers and fund armed groups used to attack the civilian population bases of the rivals. Tens of thousands have been killed, nearly 2 million displaced during the conflict, and the country is on the edge of famine. There have also been reports of war crimes, including mass rape. Clooney has long been an advocate for the region. Back in 2012, he told CBN News that Christian ministries and organizations play a big role in assisting the people of Sudan and South Sudan. He said they lead the work a lot of times here. When we were at the Darfur rally, it was ministers. It's a lot of people of faith that have been working very hard on this. So in some ways, I'm trying to honor whatever part I can in the hard work that they do because I'm a big fan of all the work that's been done. There you go. George Clooney.
This report, I read some of it online this morning, and like these leaders are intentionally prolonging the war so they can make more money off, and they're giving it to their family members while the whole country lives on the edge of famine and these terrible war crimes. It's awful.
Yeah, I mean, this is the nature of injustice, right? It's people with perceived power taking from those that don't. It's like David and Bathsheba and Uriah all over again. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that the people are evil, but what they're doing with their position of power is really the nature of like human conflict. It's taking that which was not yours to take, your life and liberty and God's things that have been given to you. And so it's really, really hard to break that cycle because
this was brazen too. One of the leaders actually, like one of the government big holdings, 25% was owned by one of the leader's 12-year-old son.
Yeah, that's crazy town.
Well, in case you missed it, we now know who's going to play the three immortal shape-shifting angelic beings in Ava DuVernay's adaptation of the Christian sci-fi novel A Wrinkle in Time. According to Variety, Reese Witherspoon and Mindy Kaling are in talks to star in the big screen adaptation.
This is like, Mindy, what is the other thing that she was just announced that she's going to be in? Oh, in the new Ocean's whatever movie, right?
The all-female cast one?
Yeah. I like that she's starting to just act more. I really like her a lot. She's awesome.
I was reading about this Wrinkle in Time story because Oprah's going to play the other, and they're looking for two kind of hit people. Obviously, they turned to the cover of Relevant.
That's true. We've had both Reese and Mindy on the cover, and now next, apparently, Oprah will probably be.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were looking to cast like a cool faith, because A Wrinkle in Time is almost a faith-based novel. I mean, it's Madeline L'Engle is a Christian, and there's a lot of Christian themes. So they turned to the one source. Let's check out the cover of this magazine.
So it's a Disney production, and it's a massive undertaking. It's now the first movie with a budget higher than $100 million to be directed by a woman of color.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, Hillsong United's Today Show performance that we played a clip of on the podcast, or we told you about last week on the podcast, it went viral. We were sitting at the house one night last week, and a friend texted me. He's like, "Is your site blowing up right now?" And I was like, "Why? What happened? Did it crash?" He's like, "No, Hillsong United is the #1 trending topic on Facebook right now, and when you click it, it takes you to Relevant's article."
Oh, cool!
And it totally went viral last week. So they stopped by the Today Show to play Oceans on live morning TV. Because that's what you want to do at 7 a.m. is like sing, It was part of the show's City concert series. They were promoting their latest album of Dirt and Grace and their upcoming film Let Hope Rise, which releases in theaters today, September 16th. Here is a clip of their Today Show performance.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders, and me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will beat me stronger in the presence of my Savior.
When they finished the song, you could hear Hoda go over and hug Taya Smith, the singer, and you can hear her say, "I'm going to start crying."
Yeah,
on that thing,
which is a real emotional way of not crying.
Yeah,
right. Here's the thing I might do.
Taya has the best voice.
Yeah.
Like you watch a lot of those like Today Show performances, and a lot of like singers are like lip syncing, like it's some big production, but she crushed it, and that's live morning TV.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I don't have anything to say about it other than I would like to get back to Hoda saying I'm going to cry. It's like when someone says, "Oh, that was funny." Okay, well then that's not funny if you're saying it's funny.
You laugh or you don't.
Right.
You cry or you don't. Don't tell me your intentions, Hoda.
Yeah. Hoda-gate.
Don't send me the crying emoticon. Actually cry.
Yeah, either crying Hoda Or you're not crying.
Yeah. Don't tell me that you might possibly cry. Just cry or don't.
Yeah.
Cry or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably what Hillsong was thinking.
That's a whole nother story.
When Hoda said that.
Next week on the main thing.
We're gonna change directions and talk a lot about
cry
Hoda.
or get off the pot.
Oh,
lobsters.
Yeah. A story of lobster survival.
Yeah.
He crawled out of the pot. It's just horrifically burned. But
I know we had a few weeks ago on the podcast we had Hillsong on and we were talking about the movie and all that.
Right.
And it's coming out on Friday, so today everybody should go see it. It's actually really good. They call it a theatrical worship experience, and I would say that's what it is. It's part film, music, documentary thing, but it's mainly like what you just heard. I mean, you're there experiencing a worship concert with Hillsong in a movie theater, and it's really moving. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, in case you missed it, Chipotle is teaming up with Google's parent company. They call it ABC or Alphabet or something. I don't know. Anyway, to make burrito delivery drones.
Oh, wow. Where all food is going to be delivered.
The initiative is called Project Wing, and it's a unit of Alphabet, of Google's parent company. And they are testing new burrito drone delivery service on the campus of Virginia Tech. Customers can place orders online, and a nearby food truck will prepare the meals. A burrito-equipped drone will then be sent out, which will lower the burrito to customers with a winch. Even the FAA has signed off on the pilot project. Yeah, no play on words.
Like, do you stand and just like catch it in the air? Do they drop it on your front step and then let you know that it's there?
What they do is you stand there looking skyward with your mouth open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to involve a lot of people getting hit in the head with burritos.
The director of the project, Mark Blanks, told Bloomberg, "This is the most complex delivery flight operation that I am aware of that's occurred on U.S. soil."
Okay. Has anybody ever had food delivered to them though yet? I've heard about this enough. I feel like I would have seen something by now. Right, we heard Domino's is delivering. A lot of people are delivering food by air. I have yet to see a
in
drone.
other countries and stuff, like New Zealand and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So you think this is some sort of conspiracy cover-up, Eddie?
No. I'm saying I hear a lot of these stories, and I would love to see it happen. I would love...
Yeah, a lot of hype, a lot of anticipation. You're saying just get it. Just cry or get off the pot is what you're saying. To the drone delivery.
Yeah, it makes me
industry.
want to eat Chipotle again. Right.
You know where it would be a terrible idea, Eddie, to implement this, and maybe you can cover this on season 5 of the main thing after the Hoda.
I know exactly
season.
what you're going to say. Let's say it at the same time. Live lobster delivery. Yeah.
Lobster drones.
Live, but it's pre-cooked, so you got to get out of the way. You're going to be
I don't know.
clogged.
You can order a fresh one too. No. Here's what they do. Here's how this technology is going to work. Because the whole point of like picking a lobster out of a tank is it's fresh, right?
It's
like
fresh.
that's the whole point of eating it like a lobster. You want a fresh lobster. So if it's zooming around for half an hour, it's not fresh anymore.
No, that's right.
So what you do is you order the lobster, right? Like Eddie, pitch this to the main thing producers because you could do a whole behind the technology sequence. Okay, here's how it's going to work. You go on your app and you pick a live lobster from a live cam in a tank, right?
And I want a big one.
The drone plucks it. It flies it over, and it doesn't drop it to you. It drops it in. You have a boiling pot ready, and the winch just lowers it right in. You don't have to look at the dehumanizing act of lowering a lobster in a tank. It's perfect.
Down it goes.
It is perfect.
I think that's a great idea.
The only thing is when you order your lobster, you have to have the exact coordinates of where your boiling pot of water is in your front yard. Other than that, it's totally easy.
It knows because the lobster kind of tugs on the chain and says, all right, down we go. I know exactly. I feel the heat.
Feel the steam.
Yep.
So I can't really picture too much going wrong with live lobsters being flown around on drones and people leaving boiling pots all over their yard.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, this is the perfect plan.
It's efficiency.
That's main thing, season 8.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to come out of the gate with 10 seasons minimum.
Yeah.
If there's anything people want, it's well over 100 hours of main thing.
Rel Art's going to do the work
spend
for us.
more time. There's going to be more hours of main thing podcast than actual time that Eddie has spent in Maine. It's something.
Oh, there's already. Yeah, I mean, I was only there a couple days. We've already done pre-production on at least 32 hours.
All right, that'll do it for
in case you missed it.
Okay, stay tuned. Up next, Slices.
Mic in your hand when you were flashing, he say, hey, you.
You're listening to Rory, love Rory, and Jaden Smith. That's Big Willie Styles' kid.
Yeah.
The song is Losing
It's
Your
an
Mind.
interesting pairing.
Yeah, it's amazing pairing. The song is Losing Your Mind. It's from the Suicide Squad soundtrack, which is phenomenal. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard Young the Giant with Something to Believe In, because it had this kind of like Christian illusion, whether they meant to or not. So you're going to see Young the Giant in the next issue of Relevant, actually. Okay.
Yeah, great band.
It's time for Slices. What do you have, Jesse?
Okay, so you guys may have remembered in the last 2 election cycles something called Pulpit Freedom Sunday. Does that ring any bells to you guys? If not, I'll give you a little refresher.
Why don't you give us the
please
refresher?
do.
Freedom Sunday?
Yeah, so it's called Pulpit Freedom Sunday, and basically it was an initiative to have pastors around.
Is that when the pastor wouldn't preach from behind the podium, but he would like do it in the altar area or down front, like to be casual?
Yeah, well, he would get a chair, spin it backwards.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Catch
Have some
this.
real talk.
So here's what's funny.
Have some real talk. He'd have a cup of coffee right there too. I mean, it ain't even a sermon. It's a conversation, guys. We're just
right.
What's
it's half hour doing life is what it is.
Right.
Got it.
What's weird is he's holding a staff, but other than that, it's totally cash.
Right.
Yeah, it's a cash thing. No, so it was an initiative for that tried to get pastors around the country to sign up during a single Sunday and challenge what's called the Johnson Amendment. And that was an amendment that was passed back in the 50s that makes it illegal for pastors to make political endorsements or do anything that looks like they're doing work for a political campaign from the pulpit. They risk, if they do it, they risk losing their tax-exempt status. So there's a group of pastors around the country who don't want this amendment to exist anymore. So every year, every election cycle, they actively challenge it with this, what they call Pulpit Freedom Sunday. Well, Lifeway recently did some research to find out if churchgoers even want to hear pastors talking politics from the pulpit. And they found that overwhelmingly, 79%. This is Americans. This isn't pastors. 79% of Americans think it's inappropriate for pastors to endorse a candidate in church. So these pastors are trying to do something which evidently their congregants don't even want. One of the directors of Lifeway Research said Americans already argue about politics enough outside the church. They don't want pastors bringing those arguments into worship. So it's a little bit controversial because they might try Pulpit Freedom Sunday again this year and try to challenge this Johnson Amendment. And what they're trying to do is when pastors preach these sermons, they want the IRS to try to take away one of their tax-exempt statuses to bring it to court to try to get it overturned. But so far, the IRS hasn't really taken the bait. But again, according to this new research, Americans don't even want that anyway.
Can I dial me back in if this is just too far?
No. I'm ready for a legit hot take, Eddie.
Well, okay. This makes me want to feel upset.
I hope that every pastor's participating in this puts it like on the church sign out front, so I know what churches to avoid, the plague.
Exactly. If your church is a part of this, go find a new church.
Go find a new church.
This is cancer.
That's terrible.
Yeah, this is so. Okay, even that you're using the pulpit in that way, I could go either way about it. I wouldn't, because I don't think it's particularly helpful. But if you want to,
how's it going to help people find Jesus?
Yeah, I'm not even saying this with any political viewpoint. Like, I don't see how, whatever your viewpoint is, how this is a helpful use of the 30 minutes that you have been given up there on a Sunday. I feel like it just...
And where's the biblical precedence for this too? I mean, just the role of the pastor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrible.
It's crazy.
Well, I think there's some place for, not on a Sunday morning, but I think for a church, if they want to be involved in like a dialogue of both sides, I think that's important in terms of having a space for your church to be involved in the community. And I think a lot of people feel like, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to vote for. And the church could be a place of, if you're trying to have both sides representative, having a good discussion. But yeah, having a pastor be like, from a place of influence, be like, this is my opinion, then obviously that's a lot of people are just going to follow what they do blindly.
Plus, I just love how they are so blatantly and brazenly challenging the IRS, yet pastors make a ton, like little pastors that just are living on nothing, make a ton of money off the IRS because of the tax allowances that they're given as pastors. Like they are just biting the hand that feeds them, and this just feels hypocritical. Like the whole thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing, because the argument is, well, I shouldn't have my freedom of speech restricted, and saying it's not having your freedom of speech restricted. It's saying that if you want to do that, then you don't get the tax exemption. Like you can pay full taxes and basically set up a political group if you want, but the church isn't the place to do that.
They could never possibly. This is
I think, Jesse, your main point is the bigger one that pastors need to listen to, which is nobody wants you to do this.
Yeah, I understand what you said about having a discussion, and I feel like we should hit the Ask Rick Warren button right now because he did that really well. Like
2008,
right?
But he didn't do it in 2008. He had both Obama and McCain on the stage of the church, not in a debate. It was two separate conversations back to back, and it was civil. It was respectful. He believed we need to talk to these, leaders about issues that matter to the church, and we need to have a different conversation than would happen in a debate setting. And so he did that, but he didn't do it on Sunday morning. And he also didn't say, and now that we've talked about them, here's how to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I do even think, I don't want to go too extreme. Like I could even see a scenario where there's room for a pastor to talk on Sunday about an election that they feel is important or issues that they feel are important. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't love my pastor to do it, but okay.
But you're saying if there's a city ordinance up for a vote that could negatively affect the fabric of our community.
Or I just want to even just cut cross-denominational, cross the spectrum of different kinds of churches. There may be pastors that get up there and say, I'm going to vote for this person because I think it's a little bit out. I don't love that, but I still think they have the right to do that. But to do this, taking a strong stance against the government and the IRS just seems like, okay, you're going from using your pulpit responsively to taking a stand to things that are not, I don't know, the main thing.
And like Joy said, it's a stand that no one who is actually going to the church even wants.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's that 21% of the people who want it.
Right.
Yeah. A small minority of people.
Well, and that's all the pastors that voted.
No, I was saying, and after pastors start doing this, that's about who's going to stay left in their church. So, I mean, they'll chase off the fair-minded 79%. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, then you don't have churches anymore. You have political organizations. You have basically extensions of political campaigns.
Not the Great Commission. It's the Pretty Great Commission. It's
the All Right Commission.
The All Right Commission. It's tell people how to vote. That's the calling and purpose of the Pretty Great Commission.
Well, and one of the reasons that I think it might be good for churches, again, not on a Sunday night, but to do something on a different night where you invite local politicians in, maybe to do a Q&A or something like that, is it actually shows the politicians, it's a way for the church to say, hey, we care, we want to ask questions, we want to be involved, we want to build relationships. So I think in that regard, it's important for the church to get involved and be a voice.
Yeah, seriously, everybody just meet up at Jason's Deli afterwards. That's where all church people go. Man, we'll get some ice cream and just have a talk about it.
They get that free soft serve going on Sundays.
Woo! You go to Jason's Deli after church?
No, but all Christian. Other Christians do. Yeah, once you go to Tijuana Flats. Yeah, that's your one. We went to there was a taco place around the corner from our old church for a while. We went to that was nice. Yeah. Now it's all lobster. We go to the nearest lobster place.
Drone.
Via drone.
I only go after church. I only go to places that has a waiter so that I can leave them a tip that is better than money.
Oh yeah.
It's a Bible verse on the tip.
Oh, it's a track.
I mean,
I just had a visual of Eddie walking out of the church service just carrying a bucket of boiling hot water, and people are like, Eddie, why does Eddie have a boiling bucket of hot water? And he steps out of church and a lobster just drops from the sky.
Yep. And down it comes.
I waited tables in college, and Sunday lunch was like the death sentence.
Yeah.
Because the Christians would not tip. I mean, it's not even just it's real.
Oh yeah, waiters dislike it.
And then all the staff knew that I was a Christian, so like they made you know what I mean? Like they were mad at me because of my people.
Yeah, they know because you gave them all tracks.
Because
WWJD bracelets.
I take Cameron. My thing is I'm not cheap. I'm taking a biblical standard, and I hold them. I hold my wait staff to an incredibly high spiritual standard. And if I feel like they don't met it, I pass judgment, and my judgment is in the form of a very, very low tip.
I just don't. I don't understand that. But
yeah,
I'm just saying it's a real thing.
Oceans is actually the theme of Main Thing. That was kind of a joke from about 20 minutes ago, but it just happened. So I didn't want to lose it. And Chandler, you can edit that in to time it perfectly.
Yeah, right.
And if you could also add in a nice laugh track too.
Perfect.
Maybe one of Shauna's laughs. I always liked her. She had a nice
No,
laugh.
you could add in after that. You could have a Hoda saying, "I just really wanted to laugh at that."
You see, the joke is that lobsters live in the ocean.
All right, what do you have, Joy?
And that's how you end a slice.
All right. So, question: any of you? I don't know actually if you're allowed to divulge this on the podcast, but have any of you spent a night in jail?
No.
Nope.
Anything similar? Like,
I
what's
think
the
this is
biggest?
a pretty
I got
binary.
a ticket once. I mean,
hey
What
Joy,
ticket?
does Disney jail count? Legally, I can't say what transpired there, and if it was more than, in fact, one night. But continue.
have you, Joy?
No, I haven't. But I was with some friends the other night. And we were talking about how we hope. The question was, do you think you've done the worst thing you'll ever do in your life, or do you think that's in the future?
Golly.
A really good
Weird
question.
conversation. Yeah.
No,
That
it was
is a
good.
weird-
But we were
worst.
talking about how we hope that none of us had spent a night in jail, but we were hoping to one day spend a night in jail, but for having done something really good. Do you guys, are you on board with that?
I think
or
you're
no?
misunderstanding how jail works.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not like everybody's like, hey, what's up? Let's, sing songs and stuff. It's like a pretty rough thing.
Totally. But if you were there for like standing up for justice or something that was right, I feel like it would be worth it.
There was
Okay.
a time that
Yeah.
people were going to jail for feeding the homeless in Orlando. Did you hear about that?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's city ordinance and like Lake Eola and the major parks and stuff.
Wow.
It was against the law to feed the homeless because they didn't want to attract homeless to the park areas.
They're not ducks, they're people.
And so a lot of the hipster resistance people would go and set up buffets and
Right.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And
then
we're
go to
getting
jail for the
arrested.
night.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd get arrested for that. Yeah,
See?
that's good.
Yeah. See? Okay. Well, this slice is not related to spending
makes
a
me
night in
wanna
jail
cry.
for doing something good at all. However, Lawrence John Ripple, who's a 70-year-old man in Kansas City, did go to jail because he went to the bank in Kansas City and he passed a note to the bank teller and he said, "I have a gun and I want some cash." So she filled a bag with like $3,000 worth of money. And then he went and sat down in the lobby, just sat down, didn't run away, didn't have a mask, nothing, just sat down in the lobby. And he waited for the cops to come because he was trying to get away from his wife, and he decided that spending time.
Wow.
Wow,
Yes.
that's insane.
I can't tell if I feel bad for him or if he's just this terrible man that's trying to shame his wife. But apparently they got into a big fight over the dryer, like him fixing the dryer or something.
Okay, now that's
And-
kind of making sense.
And he's like, "Wait, no, I have done this before."
Joy, you know what's weird? It's a very similar circumstance that ended with me staying 3 nights in a Disney jail. It's so weird that this happened to him too.
It's a really lovely jail. It's well appointed. The problem with Disney jail is that it has just a constant quiet loop of Disney music in the background.
It's a small world on repeat.
Yeah, at first it makes you feel warm and comfortable, but by like 3 in the afternoon,
sick.
you're just begging for God's silence.
And oddly, every night at 3:47 a.m. There's a blood-curdling scream.
Howl.
Sounds like Minnie Mouse.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sat down. They were in a fight. He sat down in front of his wife and wrote the note and said, "I would rather be in jail than spend any more time with you." And yeah, 70-year-old man. And maybe he
70.
figured like, hey, 3 hot meals a day too. I don't know.
That couldn't have been his first time in jail, though. You got to feel like he's like, all right,
He's
I'm
had
going
a
home.
taste.
Yeah, I'm going back where my only friends are.
I mean, there's other options. If you don't want to be with your wife, you could just
drive
go
away
on a road trip, or you don't have to get arrested.
Commit a felony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of feel like he's kind of trying to shame her. But they've been married for 33 years. And I don't know.
That is a long time.
That is a while.
Yeah.
That poor sweet teller, though.
Can I give you guys a piece of advice should you ever find yourself in Disney jail?
Yeah.
I had heard the best thing to do to survive is when you get there, find the biggest, toughest guy in there and pick a fight.
Yeah.
And show everyone that you mean business and that you're the boss. That was terrible advice because that 12-year-old that was in there for stealing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So now you're in Disney jail beating up a 12-year-old because you misunderstood the advice.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
But this kid, I think he studied MMA because the boots he used on me, I was hurt very badly. So now I'm in Disney jail for 2 nights and injured.
He's got a screen belt.
That's not great advice.
Man, well, that's just crazy. That poor guy.
Yeah.
You got to just feel like the whole thing.
Yes and no. He did it to himself. I don't feel that bad for him.
3,000 though is the going rate, huh?
Yeah, I felt like it probably was more money than he expected to get, and I feel like at that moment he might have been like, "Do I want to take off with this?" Or but he didn't. He really wasn't worth it to him.
Oh, note to self.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my lineup. I know what's coming.
Okay.
It's time for Eddie's Slice. The return of Revelations.
For those of you who may be new to the show,
real quick, can I? Do we need to give like a heresy trigger warning here?
I was about to say, for those of you who are new to the show, every once in a while I find a news story that is just so disturbing that it can only mean that possibly we're looking down the barrel at some end time prophecy. Now, there is no biblical backing. So for those that have gotten offended before and said, hey, I actually believe in this, feel free not to email me, although I've probably blocked half of you. But for those of you that are left, just know that every once in a while I run across the story that I think makes us all wonder exactly like where we're at in terms of tribulation and horsemen and all those sorts of things. Gosh, everybody's getting real quiet.
Tim LaHaye just passed away, so I don't know who to ask.
I love this segment because everybody just goes quiet and makes me hang out there alone.
We just uninstalled our Tim LaHaye button.
The ask.
I didn't think I needed to ask Tim LaHaye button.
Do we still have the Ask Jerry Jenkins button?
He just wrote the story. The theology was Tim LaHaye.
Oh, now that's interesting.
Yeah, Jerry's
I would love
just
to have
the
seen
writer.
version 1, where it's just like, for some reason, a guy's on a plane. It crashes. I can't tell you why. See if you can find any reason why.
I think it's the other way. I think Tim wrote like a theology essay, and then Jerry added all the fictional drama.
Revelation.
And the note that said, this character to one day be played by Nicolas Cage.
Right.
And then it continued.
Now, this is enough of a story to make Hoda even almost cry. But Revelation. An underwater microphone. Oh, I regret this every time I start it. Has picked up 2 dolphins, seemingly carrying on a conversation as if they were people.
What?
The researchers in Russia recorded a pair of black sea bottlenose dolphins in a pool, and it sounded as if they were chatting quite politely at that. Each dolphin would listen to the other dolphin and not interrupt until the other one was done speaking.
That's not new.
While researchers have known for a while that dolphins can communicate via clicks or whistles, Joy, can we hear some? You know a lot of dolphin, don't you, Joy?
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Right. Perfect. While researchers have known that they can talk like that.
Joy, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you? I hope these Russian dolphins don't have as filthy of a mouth as you do. Because what you said is terrible.
The researchers said that the two dolphins could form sentences of up to 5 words, though the scientists had no idea what they were talking about. The dolphins' communication skills have, quote, all the design features present in the human spoken language. I'm just saying, dolphins are about to take over. How does that make you feel?
I mean, they are smart. It doesn't surprise me.
But I'm saying, have you read the whole Left Behind series?
Mm-mm.
Well,
So are you suggesting that the dolphins are like the locusts or something?
This is exactly what I'm suggesting, and I'm surprised you knew it without me saying it. It kind of feels like you're on the same wavelength and agree with me totally. Dolphins are taking it over.
Well, do we have a clip so I can decipher?
No. This is.
That's actually the dolphin singing right there.
I don't think you could have picked a better moment to pull the ripcord. I think that was a good thing. So,
Cameron, you should have asked him a follow up and then start playing.
Oh yeah. Just more.
Eddie, this is super interesting. Can you tell me whereabouts in Russia they are? Yeah. I wish we could.
Anyway, just know dolphins are talking. If we remember from the 10-year episode, go back and listen to that. The animals are organizing.
Yeah.
That's kind of my main theory.
Well, last week you haven't heard the show, but
no, I wasn't on it. I don't.
Jesse brought the slice that there's the guy who does the Roomba, the company iRobot.
Yeah,
he's made robots to swim around the Caribbean.
That's right.
To kill all the lionfish
that
are overtaking. So it's going to shoot them with lasers and darts.
Right.
So the robots are going to form an uprising.
So we have the animals speaking and organizing. Mm-hmm. We have the robots taking over. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the end times are supposed to look like, but if it doesn't look like that, then
robot lasers and like dolphins riding on the robots,
right, taking
over the ocean. The Chimpacalypse.
So
on land.
You're thinking of some unholy alliance.
Oh, of course.
Everybody but people
because
are
the dolphins have to weaponize.
That's probably what they were talking about.
That's what I'm saying. The dolphins are going to weaponize. Right. They're going to co-opt these robots and then ride them.
And Joy, just one more time, can I hear your dolphin squeak?
You have to beat that out.
That seems like that. Just when I thought you couldn't say anything more horrible,
that was filthy.
That was really. I can't even believe you said that. Like on a clean. Not like a children-friendly show, Joy.
I mean, honestly, I'm offended.
I'm curious what chapter in the Left Behind book was the dolphin chapter?
Right towards the end. Right towards the end of the whole series.
You read them, right?
Yeah.
And did they say the dialogue involve the things that I just said?
Yeah. Nikolai Carpathia was actually the king of the dolphins.
No, the person's name is not Nikolai Carpathia.
It is. That is the guy that is that is the bad guy.
Eddie, how did you read? Please tell me you read the entire Left Behind series.
I read the whole Left Behind series.
I haven't read it at all.
On the way to and from Hawaii. Yeah, I've read the whole thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was
that's what they were doing on their main vacation.
I was on a flight to Hawaii when they came out. I was like a teenager, and everybody was reading them, and I had the whole series, and I read them all on the way there and back.
Wait! Isn't that the beginning of them? That they're on an airplane?
Yeah. The airplane's crashing as I'm in an airplane.
Hey, were you freaking out?
No, not really, because I was reading a fiction book.
When I went to Rwanda for the first time, I wasn't well prepared. It was a last minute trip, and so to catch up, I was watching Hotel Rwanda on the plane.
Yikes!
Don't do that.
No,
bad idea.
No, because that's actually real. That's real.
No, I know. And then when I landed, my group was at this other hotel, but because I was a last minute addition, they got me a room at the Hotel Mikulin, hotel, and I was staying there by myself.
Really?
Yes.
I think
Did you feel a little weird watching it on the airplane?
Dude, surrounded by Rwandans?
Yes. Rwandans? Yeah.
Because
could you not hit stop?
Oh, I again had never seen it. So, I mean, yes.
He's on a Zune.
I'm closing the laptop lid. I'm like, it was mortifying.
He was on a Zune. That was one of its big downfalls. There was only a play. You could never stop media once it started. So you just got to watch it.
It doesn't have earbuds. It plays at full volume.
With a warning buzzer for everyone to watch your screen.
They're like the new iPhone, the Zune had no ear jack. It just blasted at full volume with no stop.
All right, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Lauren Daigle joins us.
Part of me is faking it all just for fun.
You're listening to Blood Orange. The song is Best to You.
Tasty. That's probably my favorite
Little
of all
known
the
fact,
oranges.
blood orange is also in Eddie's smoothie this morning.
Interesting fact.
Since her debut album last year, Lauren Daigle has taken the worship scene by storm. She's won Dove Awards for New Artist of the Year and Song of the Year, and she even received a Grammy nomination. Lauren stopped by the Relevant studio last week and performed several songs for us. We actually also did an interview with her, and we will play that on a future show. But she introduces each song and tells kind of the story behind it. Here is Lauren Daigle.
I was just fresh into Nashville. I had just moved into Nashville and started the whole writing process. And I met this guy. His name is Michael Farron. And we sat down, and he was telling me the story about this guy that his daughter was dating and how he was kind of in the tension of being her dad, but like trying to let her go, and how he wasn't sure about this fella that she was meeting. And so I said, well, you know, I've had experiences like that in my lifetime as well, where my dad's kind of like trying to let me go or whatever. And we kind of started talking about the story of the prodigal son through that, and just about all the friends that I had left behind that were back in Louisiana, that were kind of, you know, living all different types of lifestyles, and how God's timing is perfect for each one of his children. And so as we started to uncover the story of the prodigal son, we brought up the passage in Ezekiel 37 that talks about the story of the dry bones, where Ezekiel is standing before this valley of dry bones, and God says, hey, Ezekiel, speak to these bones and watch me breathe on them. When God breathes on them, an army stands up. And in relation to the prodigal son, we were talking about how a lot of people become prodigals because just places of their hearts become dry. And the power that God has to breathe on them can make any dead heart come alive. And so as we look at these stories, what is the role that the church is supposed to take on? And a lot of times when we see our dear friends step away from God who have been involved in church or been involved in the faith for years and years and years, and they make some crazy decision, and then it brings them to this trajectory of heartache, we as Christians can sometimes be judgmental or critical and kind of point the finger and ridicule their decisions and things like that. But we just believe that this song and this passage was not a call for the church to stand in scrutiny of those people, but instead to stand and intercede on behalf of our brother and believe that God's timing is perfect and will prevail in every person's life, and that he alone, when he breathes, has the power to make all things come alive. So that's what this song's about, and it's called Come Alive. Oh, through the eyes of men, it seems there's so much we have lost as we look down the road where all the prodigals have walked. And one by one the enemy has whispered lies and led them off as slaves. Oh, but we know that you are God, yours is the victory. And we know there is more to come that we may not yet see. So with the faith you're giving us, we'll step into the valley unafraid. Yeah. As we call out to dry bones, come alive, come alive. And we call out to dead hearts, come alive, come alive. Oh, up out of the ashes, let us see an army rise. Oh, we call out to dry bones, come alive. Yeah. Oh, God of endless mercy, God of unrelenting love, Come rescue every daughter, bring us back the wayward sons. And by your spirit, breathe upon them, show the world that you alone can save. Oh, you alone can save. As we call out to dry bones, come alive, come alive. And we call out to dead hearts, come alive, come alive. Oh, up out of the ashes, let us see an army rise. Oh, we call out to dry bones, come alive. Ooh, so breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, oh breath of God. Breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, yeah. Come breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, oh breath of God. Breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, oh, come breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, oh breath of God. Breathe, the breath of God, now breathe, oh, come breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, oh breath of God, breathe, oh breath of God, now breathe, ooh, come and breathe on it. Dry bones, come alive, come alive. And we call out to dead eyes, come alive, come alive. Oh, and up out of the ashes, let us see an army rise. Oh, we call out to dry bones, come alive. Oh, we call out to dry bones. Oh, come alive, hey, yeah. Oh, come alive, ooh, yeah. Oh, come alive.
That was Lauren Daigle. Make sure to check out her album, How Can It Be? It's out now.
I die way before Methuselah, so I'll fight sleep with ammonia. And every morning we fight so bad, I miss them for the tears they shed. But I'm actually good, can't help it if we're tilted. I am actually good, can't help it if we. I am actually good, can't help it if we're tilted. I am actually good, can't help it if we're tilted.
You're listening to Christine and the Queens. The song is Tilted. Well, this week's feature interview is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a landing page, a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, or an online store, it's all included with your Squarespace website. Building a site with Squarespace, super easy.
The best.
Super beautiful. They have the best templates in the entire industry. You can customize them however you want. If you're a coder and you want to go crazy, go nuts. If you're not, you want to play nice with the pretty, you can play nice.
Yet even if you go in and try to break it, they still don't let you fully break it. You can't mess it up.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
And if you and if you're entrepreneurial and you want to sell some stuff, they have seamless commerce tools where you can do your online store, and then through Squarespace you can actually track inventory, process the orders, and even send the custom emails in one intuitive interface. You can sign up and start building your site for free, no commitments required. But if you sign up for a year, you get a custom domain included for free. If you go to squarespace.com right now and enter offer code RELEVANT, you will get 10% off your first purchase. Go do it, squarespace.com, offer code RELEVANT. Hasan Minhaj is a senior correspondent for The Daily Show. He started with Jon Stewart and now works with Trevor Noah. Unlike most comedians, Hasan's reason for getting into comedy is bigger than making people laugh. He grew up here in the U.S. In an Indian Muslim home where he experienced systemic and cultural racism firsthand. He uses comedy to address injustices and inequalities he sees in the world around him. But he says he's not a social warrior. It's more complicated than that. Right now, Hasan is touring the country doing a one-man show that mixes his stand-up with stories from growing up as an immigrant in the U.S. The show is called Homecoming King, and it's receiving all kinds of critical acclaim. Our very own Aaron Hambury sat down with Hasan recently to talk about his comedy, race in America, and social change. Here's part of that conversation.
Hasan, I read that you were in college actually studying like political science and had done like some speech, and your career trajectory was not comedy at all. So, I mean, how did you get here?
Yeah, in high school, I was pretty active in speech and debate, and I actually never was really super into stand-up comedy per se. And then when I went to college, we were sort of the T3 generation, so Kazaa and Napster and sort of illegally downloading entertainment was like a big deal. And it was a big thing that a lot of us did. A buddy of mine had downloaded a bunch of comedy, and I went into his dorm room, and he was watching stuff, and I was like, yeah, this doesn't, I don't really care for this. But then I sat down and watched Chris Rock's special Never Scared with him, and I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. And what I saw in it is basically stand-up was funny speech and debate. And I thought that's a pretty brilliant way to talk about things that matter to you. And I kind of got hooked from that point on.
So was your goal then to just you do comedy like as a side project and eventually you'd be in politics, or what was the goal when you first set out?
You know what? My initial goal was to just get good at it. That's really, that's all. I was just like, can I do this? Can I get on stage? Can I be funny? And then after that, it was like, okay, maybe this could be more. And stand-up is one of those things where it really is like becoming a blacksmith. Like you build your craft 1 minute, one joke at a time. So it was about building 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 30 minutes, then can I headline? And that's really what it was. And it wasn't until like after I had been doing it for a few years that was even an idea.
Something you've been talking about that's fascinating to me is this connection between comedy and even politics, like you initially set out to explore. And you mentioned Chris Rock, of course, his comedy and is famous for the way it'll comment on society, right? Social commentary from a microphone, not necessarily from a politician. Can you tease out a little more from your perspective and in your career the connection between those two, between comedy and social change?
Yeah, I think that, one of the most powerful things in stand-up versus, say, or satire versus, say, television or movies per se, is that it's pretty raw and unfiltered. And, the comedian is basically like the court jester that's standing on the sidelines of the game that is American politics or life, and is saying, hey, this is just what I'm noticing and this is what I'm seeing. And it's pretty powerful because we are not towing any lines. We're not representatives for any network or religious institution or political organization. So we can pretty much say anything. And there's a tremendous amount of power and danger in that freedom.
What's the danger?
I think words can be hurtful. I think words can be destructive. I think rhetoric can be scary. And I think this election is a prime example of that, where, sure, Donald Trump says that he's just cracking jokes and he's making fun of women's appearances, or he's talking about building a wall, but we'll talk about it. These things will change. These things will evolve. Those are just words, but they could potentially lead to action. I think that's where it can get dangerous.
Just about every society, at least within Western culture, has seen or struggled with, or at least acknowledged this kind of tension between, a heavy world with very serious things happening in it, and comedy, right? And they kind of coexist in this space. In our own country, look back to late 2014, maybe even further back, and all the way up to now, and there's a lot of cultural angst, right? I mean, there's race relations issues, there's internationally ISIS, there's divisive politics going on, and all these things, right? And I remember from an interview you did with Invisibilia, you've talked about some of the direct racism your family faced as an immigrant family in the United States, right? So these are serious things. And then, there's comedy. So is comedy part of the solution to a heavy world, or is it a distraction from it? What's the place? How does these real world issues interface with comedy?
It's interesting because no individual piece of music or art or joke can enact social change. The necessary condition for social change is the action and the actions of the people. All art and comedy and music and film and television, all it can do is cast a light on the issue. And all we're hoping as artists is that we're hoping that the timing aligns itself in such a way that the thing that we're bringing up strikes at this lightning bolt moment where not only is it relevant in the zeitgeist, but people find a connection to that piece of art and it inspires them to do something and actually take action. That's really what you hope for. Oftentimes it doesn't happen that way because of just timing or the way people receive it. So that's as far as sort of a joke or satire can go. But I do think that one thing that it can do and it has the ability to do is to start a conversation. And whether it was the speech that I did for Congress or my one-man show, it's to start a dialogue and to humanize it through my own personal experiences.
Well, speaking of the personal side of entertainment, there is something I kind of want to talk to you about. I've observed over the past, several years, and I'm not the only one, certainly, but a shift in comedy particularly, but even probably pop culture more largely. It wasn't that long ago that topics of faith in particular, and even more personal side of life stuff, was off topic for those in pop culture, right? You might make fun of people of faith or poke fun at the conservative Christian or whatever it is, but you certainly didn't talk about it in terms of your own faith. That's all stopped recently. I mean, we've seen guys like Aziz Ansari or Stephen Colbert, Jim Gaffigan, all talk pretty intimately about their own faith and how that interacts with their work and entertainment. We've seen all kind of artists on the music side, be it Kendrick Lamar or Chance the Rapper or Samir from Young the Giant. These people wrestling with their own faith and how it plays out today. So what's the shift, do you think?
Yeah, I think that now that we live in a time where people really want to know who you are, and I think there is that sort of demand from fans they want to feel something that is authentic, and I think that's fair. It would be tragic if I had to put on a mask and be some other version of myself, and I think the fear that a lot of people had in regards to talking about their faith or their spirituality or things that they believe in is the fact that I would be lumped. I would be painted with a broad brush that would lump me in with people that I may disagree with.
As we talked about just a little bit ago, you grew up seeing firsthand racism directed toward your family. I want to talk a little bit about the interview you did with NPR's Invisibilia. They were talking to you about kind of the way you saw the world versus the way your dad saw the world, and how these things were racially charged would be directed at your dad, and he would just kind of see the bright side. And you were contrasting that to the culture now, to where every single thing that somebody can get mad about, they do get mad about. And I'm not talking just race. I'm talking about kind of everything. There's a cultural outrage kind of at large, and it can be in any sphere. What was so interesting to me was your perspective in the whole thing. And if I heard you correctly, you were saying that some of these racial injustices and societal injustices are really important, but in some ways you wish you could care a little less about some of them than you do and be a little more like your dad. Is that right?
I think that we live in an interesting time where you can literally get mad about like the minutia of life. So I would just say, hey, pick and choose your battles. Like, that's my piece of advice. Like, are you as mad about, you know, the war in Iraq as you are about the KFC Double Down? Like, just pick and choose. Like, I think there's just things to, like, you know, are you as mad about gun violence as you are about oh man, the way that TV series ended was horrible. Like, I would just say, like, I think we just need to do a better job of prioritizing our anger.
Well, one more question for you, Hasan. And I mean, what are you working on? What do you have coming up?
Yeah, so right now I'm going on a national tour of my one-man show, Homecoming King, and I'm really excited about that because sort of unlike the Daily Show stuff, which is very topical and it's very of the now, the one-man show is sort of like about like my life growing up, my family coming to America, you know, falling in love, dealing with, you know, race, class, all of these things that come with the American dream, and that, you know, looking at that through my lens as a first generation American.
That was Hasan Minhaj. Make sure to check out his comedy tour. It's called Homecoming King, and it's on the road now.
Can I just say real quick that these are really great segments, and I feel bad jamming episode 1 of Main Thing in here because it's really getting overshadowed.
It is really hard.
These are fantastic segments, and then we got the pilot of Main Thing, which I'll be honest, we were all excited for, and it would really miss the mark.
All right, stay tuned. Up next, Lauren Daigle joins us again.
Where we going? That promised land. We made that promise. You gave me your hand. And all that talking, it pulled us in. Say you never leave. Can we promise that? Please don't speak. My heart is having trouble with the beat. So try to take it slow. We can't speak. I'm trying. I just wanna find the beat. My heart is singing low. We can make together. We're closer than we've ever been. Stay right here forever. Break each other off again.
You're listening to The Fray. The song is Singing Low, which you heard at full volume. Lauren Daigle also sings at full volume. She has an album coming out later this month. Did you know this? She has a Christmas jazz album. She's from New Orleans, and so she was really inspired by, you know, New Orleans jazz and everything growing up. And so she is doing a jazzy Christmas album this fall. So that'll be
neat.
cool. Yeah, check that out. I have a little surprise. She did 3 songs for us when she was here recording, and we have most of our artists do 3 songs when they come through. It's just so we can definitely get 2 good ones, you know, because there's always that third one that's just not quite as good as the other 2.
Yeah.
So, you know, quality control. That's why we do it.
Not her.
With Lauren, all 3. We want to run all 3.
Yeah, of course.
So what we're going to do is
Yeah.
actually we're going to close the show this week with Lauren's 3rd song. So stay tuned for that.
Wow.
Instead of doing just a little clip at the end, we're going to play the whole thing. It's pretty great. Without any further ado, here is Lauren Daigle.
This song is all about the story of God intersecting our story. And a lot of times we see God making these beautiful things out of the crazy messes that we create. And it's all about his power to come and redeem everything that we've made wrong. And I've seen it thoroughly done in my life where I'm like, okay, I don't know if I made the right choice on that one, but he always has a way to just come and bring something beautiful and work all things out for the good. So that's what this song is all about. You take what is and you make it beautiful. When love floods in, dead to life with words that pierce the dark with light. Only by the blood are we set free. And with mercy strong to carry shame and nail it to a tree. Oh, you alone hold the power to redeem. No guilt competes with innocence crucified. Oh no, no grave can hold what your grace has justified. Ooh yeah, we breathe that brings the dead to life with words that pierce the dark with light. Only by the blood are we set free. And with mercy strong to carry shame and nail it to a tree. Oh, you alone hold the power to redeem. Ooh. So rejoice, oh child of God. Oh, lift your eyes to see it. With every morning light, oh, again we are redeemed. Oh, rejoice, oh child of God. Oh, lift your eyes to see. With every morning light, oh, again we are redeemed. Oh, with breath that brings the day to life, with words that pierce the dark with light. Only by the blood are we set free. And with mercy strong to carry shame and nail it to a tree. Oh, you alone hold the power to redeem. Oh, you alone hold the power to redeem. Oh, yes, you alone hold the power to redeem. Hallelujah. Every story is redeemed. Ooh, you redeemed us all.
That was Lauren Daigle. Make sure to check out her Christmas jazz album when it comes out this fall.
It ain't gangsta. When you kick me out, it's goodbye. I wanna keep the door because you make me cry, but it ain't gangsta. It ain't gangsta. Then I gonna hit the road by myself and I wonder if you wanna call me back tonight, but it ain't gangsta. It ain't gangsta. Got my fresh shoes on with my fresh cologne, baby, won't you take me back into your ozone? To your ozone. To your ozone. Because your ice cold heart got me cold to the bone, baby, won't you take me back into your ozone? Into your ozone. Into your ozone.
You're listening to Jerry Folk. The song is I'm Honestly Not a Gangster, which is what Jesse was yelling as he was carted off to Disney jail.
I'm not. I know I said I was.
Bring me the toughest guy in here right now.
Hello, sir?
He karate shot me right in the nose, and it hurt like the dickens, and I cried for 3 nights. So thanks a lot, kid.
All right, it's time for your feedback. Last week, Last week, if you didn't listen to the show, this question will make absolutely no sense. A recurring narrative throughout the episode was Jesse finding himself in a situation where he had bought 500,000 pairs of goggles, thinking he was buying 500,000 shares of Google stock.
It literally happened to anyone.
So we asked you, what's the best way for Jesse to sell his overstock of goggles? You guys hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast, and you also posted your replies. You guys actually went and answered this question at relevantmagazine.com. Here's a few of our favorites.
Oh, so many favorites. Gregor said that I should modify them to fig geese, find flocks of geese on the Google campus in their ponds, and then I will have Google's gaggle with goggles. Now, that doesn't help me sell them, Gregor. Like, at that point, I'm just doing more work and spending more money, but it is a funny thing to say. So, thanks, I guess.
Kylie Daniel is lying, but it was hilarious all at the same time. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but years ago I made an eerily similar search engine investment mistake. I'll spare you the details, but I'm currently figuring out how to sell a shipping container full of expired Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
Drew has a good one that I should. This is sad because it's not that far from reality from things I've seen on TV. I could start my own televangelist ministry, and in exchange for seed money, I will offer new goggles of protection, the final piece of God's armor. Honestly, real talk, that'd probably sell. Yeah, real talk, it's already in the works.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, the Bible. Isn't it weird that up to now the Bible's been mysteriously silent on eye protection? The final prophecy is here. And I'm up to my eyes in them.
Ross said, you got to spend money to make money, Jesse. What you're going to want to do is buy a few thousand swimming pools. Then you simply sell the pools at a bit of a markup with a buy one pool, get one goggle sale. People won't need goggles to see what a great deal that is.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm going to have to borrow a significant amount of money, but I've already done that for the goggle thing. So let's do this. This is a good one from Chris. Why not give your life? Oh, man. Getting baptized? Why not give your life to Jesus without eye irritation? Introducing baptism goggles.
Oh, yeah.
Baby size is also available, so that, whatever denomination. I'll just set up a little vendor booth right at the altar. I don't see any problem.
Here's the thing about
with that.
baptism water.
Give it to me.
I mean, it's like you're in a public pool. Hold on. You're in a public pool. You're getting they over-chlorinate because of all the shared things, of having strangers in the same water, right? It's over-chlorinate. You go into a baptismal pool, they're not over-chlorinating, so you don't know what's in that water. You need the eye protection, or else you're going to get pink eye. Is what
because from what I understand, stagnant, lukewarm water is not the greatest place in the world to have lots of people just jumping in and out of.
I will say any internal body of water gives me the willies. Like when you go to like a hotel and they have a pool inside, you're like, how is this getting clean?
Where I work out in the mornings has an indoor pool.
Yeah.
And it just feels musty.
You work out at the Hampton Inn right down the street. Good morning.
Yeah, they don't even check ID. I mean, you just walk right in.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how it happened, but they never turned my room card off, so I'm getting free continental breakfast.
Good morning, Mr. Strang.
And workouts.
Thank you for being a valued Hilton Honors member. Please feel free to use the pool.
The musty pool.
I'm out of the pool, but is there more waffle mix coming? I can't help but notice we're running a little low today.
Debbie, how about those turkey sausages from the other day? Those were delish. Okay, I'll just sit here, have my paper, and be with you in a minute.
I wonder if you could, if you live near like a Courtyard by Marriott or whatever, if you could just wander in there and have they don't check.
I think about that every single time I stay in a hotel, and I'm like, no one. I didn't see anybody when I checked in last night at midnight. I just walked in here, got breakfast, and walked away. Yeah. No one.
Yeah.
No one knows me.
I've used the hot tub at hotels before.
You are an animal. See, this is
You're
why
one
you
of
don't.
those guys.
Yeah, like me, a bunch of friends who go to.
I wonder if you could just walk into hotels too and just get free amenities kits. Like when you're out of razors and shaving creams and shower caps, just stop by a hotel.
So just stop by a hotel because you go to the front desk. You're like, hey, I need a toothbrush.
Yeah,
and like, oh, here you go.
No problem. Right. It's not like
and you don't even have to lie. See, the great thing about this is you don't have to compromise your morals. You could just tell them that you ran out of soap. As long as that's true, it doesn't matter if you're staying at the hotel.
I actually did leave my toothbrush at home.
Yeah,
so
that's true. I left my shave kit at the house, and here's another shave kit.
I want to pose this as a question of the week for you. You, of course, approve this, but what would you think about the question of the week this week is post a picture of whatever you can get in a hotel for free without lying.
Without lying.
Yeah, you can't go in and say, I'm in room 307.
If there is a sign at the pool around, and there's a gate and a sign and it says pool for hotel guests only, you can't do it because you are breaking a rule.
Yeah. Or you can walk up to the counter and say, can I have a toothbrush? And if they say what room, you gotta say, I'm
not staying here.
But the chances are like 99%, they're just gonna be like, all right, here's your
or you just ignore the question. You're like, oh no, I just need a little baby soap. You just your
little baby soap is so weird.
I think. Do you have any apple shampoo? I kind of like. I got
deflecting.
allergies.
You can deflect.
You can deflect.
You cannot lie.
You cannot lie. You cannot break the rules. But what can you get from a hotel that is?
Somebody's going to go to a Hampton Inn and send us a picture of a massive plate of waffles and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here's a question for you.
You said run out to the car for a minute. I mean, and then you walk right back in.
Eddie, here's a question for you.
Let me hear you.
This is just a moral gray area. You walk in there and go, hi, I need 3 fresh towels, right? They hand you the fresh towels, and you just walk out with them. At that point, I don't think it's theft. And you literally just walked up to someone and said, I need 3 fresh towels. They gave them to you.
Yeah.
It was a misunderstanding.
But as much as there's an implied...
you can only take edible or disposable things.
Well, I think there's an
Don't take towels. Don't take towels.
Don't thieve.
I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just asking at that point.
I probably wouldn't feel bad.
If I walked up to someone on the street, just to a person and said, hi, I need 3 fresh towels, and that person happened to give me 3 fresh towels, transaction over. Those towels are mine.
I don't
Jesse,
know.
here's where I think it will all be okay.
Yeah.
If someone goes and asks for 3 fresh towels, receives those towels, and just returns them a week later, then you're all good.
Yeah, but they're all wet and dirty. Yeah, agreed.
Because they're in the musty indoor pool.
I want to just be
that's
real.
what you do at a hotel. You leave your towels around. You just walk into the lobby and throw them on the ground.
I want to say this. We have really passionate podcast listeners with a very low conscience, right? Don't break the law.
Yes.
Don't steal anything. But what can you do?
Don't ask your pastor who to vote for.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify.
Man, don't do that. My wife is I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A with my pastor. Woo! Extra pickles.
Jason Deli, free soft serve.
Man, I'm going to go there.
Hey, this is totally unrelated, and we cannot do it if you want. But we stopped doing relevant recommends on the podcast a while ago, but rarely do I come across something that I have to endorse enthusiastically that I feel like our podcast listeners would want.
Okay.
Is it okay if I do that right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Do you guys know who John Benjamin is? He's a comedian. He's kind of a bit actor. You probably know him if you saw him. He does voices in Archer and Bob's Burger. He's like a comedian and comedic actor.
Yeah.
He released an album earlier this year that I just discovered. And I give it my full endorsement because it's an idea that I wish I had thought of. The album is from John Benjamin, Jazz Daredevil. And what he did is he hired...
Anyhow, that was relevant recommends. Cool. Moving on.
Jerk, this is a great idea.
The feedback this
you're gonna regret you did that one.
Oh, we got it. We'll listen to John Benjamin. We got it.
No. So he does not know how to play. He does not know how to play an instrument, much less the piano. Right. He hired a full jazz band and gave them like a bunch of covers. Like these are professional studio musicians. And he hired a full band except for a piano player and said, I'm going to come in and record the album. We're going to play these songs. He went in and played them, except he doesn't know how to play piano. So it's an entire album of him trying to play piano with professional musicians.
I saw the video of it.
incredible.
I saw the video of it a couple months ago, and I was weeping. I could barely watch it. It was the funniest
It's
thing.
literally him.
I was
literally
almost
him.
happy.
You're
playing
almost
like
about to start weeping.
Almost.
Yeah.
But it's a full album.
It is literally a full album, song after song of him, including like solos, including where like the music stops and it's time for like the piano to do like the cool.
We gotta hear. Can we find a clip of this?
He's trying. He's not just like pounding. He's like. It's funny because he's literally trying to like keep up with the songs. There's one where the piano starts the song, and the entire album is just a pleasure to listen to. If you like hearing someone who's never played the piano before attempt to play to a full jazz band.
Okay, here's a clip. Here's a clip of this is track 2. It's called "I Can't Play Piano" Part 1.
Oh no.
That's good.
You've got to watch the video of this, Jesse.
Do you know the best part about this is he didn't tell them what he was doing before he went in there.
Oh no!
He like hired them, and they were under the assumption that there was like a real jazz pianist coming in.
Oh no, that's amazing.
Oh man,
It's my contender for album of the year.
There's Relevant Recommends.
I was weeping.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right. So it is time for this week's
Editorial question of the week. Hey.
It's not really a question of the week this week. It's a challenge of the week. We're going to do Eddie's suggestion.
Yeah.
We want you to go to a hotel and just take a picture or tell us the story of what happens of you trying to get as much as you can for free without ever lying or breaking a posted rule.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like even if they say like, do you go to this hotel? I do not. May I please have a
Well, do I
toothbrush?
go? I'm here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
My recommendation is to hold rules very loosely.
Real soft. Because if you really dig into the ethic of this, it's going to be rough.
To Jesse's point, if I ask you for a thing and you willingly hand it to me
without doing any follow-up
without any follow-up, if the person...
That's on you. That's on you, not me.
How about this? Don't compromise your own ethic on behalf of this challenge.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be like an item. Like, let's just say, those like hotels that just have like a TV playing in the lobby, right?
Right.
Yeah. Why don't you just go there and watch an entire Monday Night Football game just in the hotel lobby?
Great
and
one.
like, you don't even have to exchange words with the person working at the desk. I doubt they'll say anything. If you just walked in, sat on the couch, and started watching TV, that counts too, in my opinion.
Or let's say you love cucumber water. Every day for a week, walk into the lobby and fill up your water bottle with cucumber water.
Yes. Well, we'll let people dream. This is a good one.
Yeah. There you
Or
go.
totally going to get somebody arrested. But
You
either
could-
way,
you-
hilarious.
Who would get arrested?
Should you
Disney jail
get
at worst.
Disney
arrested,
jail.
please do not say relevant in any of your...
Go over to the podcast episode page at relevantmagazine.com. You can post your stories there, I guess. But if you have pictures, you can tweet them to us at Relevant Podcast, and we will tell our favorite ones.
Snapchat them
next week.
to us.
Don't Snapchat them to us. Well, many thanks to our guests this week for joining us. Lauren Daigle is on Twitter at Lauren_Daigle. Daigle. Her album How Can It Be is out now. Thanks also to Hasan Minhaj for talking to us. You can find him on Twitter at Hasan Minhaj. And you can get tickets to his one-man show at homecomingkingsshow.com. Thanks to our show sponsors for making the show possible. Remember, check out Wealthfront. It's an amazing, transparent, and affordable financial advisor company. You can go to wealthfront.com/relevant, and you will get up to $15,000 managed for free. It's crazy. And also thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring the show. Remember, go over to squarespace.com, and when you decide to sign up for Squarespace, use offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase. Hey, while you're on the internet, head over to relevantmagazine.com and you can subscribe to the magazine. The new issue is out now, featuring Jack Houston on the cover, and it's packed with some amazing content. And when you subscribe, it's only $1 a month, and we think you like it, and it supports the show.
Yeah.
If you're on an iPad or full-size Android tablet, you can go over to those app stores as well and get the interactive edition. And on that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Eddie Koffoltz.
I'm Chandler Strang.
I'm Joy.
That was disgusting.
Yeah,
I cannot believe you just said that. I'm not even going to say. I don't even want my name to.
It was actually really rude.
So just
that's going to kill our search engine optimization.
That is borderline the most offensive, explicit,
Sorry, just
deranged,
couldn't help myself.
and criminal thing I've ever heard.
I mean, that's worse than a pastor telling me who to vote for.
Which ironically she did in that phrase, but in the worst and most disgusting way possible, with a threat that I don't even want to think about.
Closing out the show, here is Lauren Daigle.
I am guilty, ashamed of what I've done, what I've become. These hands are dirty. I did not lift them up to the Holy One. Ooh. You plead my cause, you right my wrongs, you break my chains, you overcome, you gave your life to give me mine. You say that I am free. How can it be? Ooh, how can it be? I've been hiding, afraid I've let you down. Inside I doubt that you still love me. Oh. But in your eyes there's only grace now. We believe. Oh yes, you plead my cause and you right my wrongs. Oh, you break my chains, you overcome, Lord. You gave your life to give me mine, and you say that I am free. How can it be? Ooh, how can it be? Ooh, and though I fall, you can make me new, yes. And from this day, though I will rise with you. Oh, the grace reaching out for me. Oh, how can it be? Oh God, oh yes, how can it be? Ooh, you plead my cause, you right my wrongs, you break my chains, you overcome, you gave your life to give me mine, yes. You say that I am free. Oh, you plead my cause and you right my wrongs, as you do. You break my chains, you overcome, Lord. You gave your life to give
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Connect with us on Twitter @RelevantPodcast and get bonus material from this episode and more at the podcast section on relevantmagazine.com. And don't forget to check the magazine out. It's available on newsstands and at the iTunes App Store, or you can subscribe online at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
The biggest celebrity in town right now is an actual lobster, so it's kind of a big deal.